Am I the asshole for going against my wife's wishes when purchasing our first home?
Oh, good.
We started the home searching process 3 months back, and this has run into some problems. My wife has 3 kids, and while they are not biologically mine, I still care for them as though they are. So when purchasing a home, I obviously have to look for something big enough to house 5 people and the pets. The loan is 100% in my name because her credit is still not great. She's working on it, though. None of this really matters too much, but there are little details regardless. Now, when we were originally searching, a 4-bedroom was what we discussed. That way the kids could all have their own rooms. But I found a 3-bedroom that is absolutely gorgeous, and I truly fell in love with it. It's a good-sized house, bedroom sizes are decent, bigger than the rooms we have now, so I don't see an issue with the girls sharing a room like they currently do. They are still young anyhow.
They will grow older.
No, they won't. They'll stay young forever. I don't need to accept change. This house is $85,000 less than market value currently, and I feel like I need to jump on it. Something about the home is just drawing me in, and I can't stop thinking about it. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy.
Here's Johnny.
Here's Johnny. My wife hates it. Not the house. She thinks the house is gorgeous as well, but she is concerned about it only being 3 bedrooms. Says she doesn't want her kids sharing a room their entire childhood life because it's, quote, not fair, and they deserve their own space.
It is messed up.
And I totally get that. But realistically, I could just build an addition in the future or even finish up the basement at some point to add an extra bedroom. Currently, it's a dirt basement, but I can redo it.
Oh, God. Okay, yeah, sure.
I ran these details by my wife, and she just looked disgusted. Said that I was going back on our plans, and that now she was going to have to deal with the backlash from the kids because they were excited about getting their own space, and said I put her in a bad spot.
Yeah, you kind of did.
She also made a comment about, quote, I don't feel comfortable putting a bunch of money towards something that doesn't even fit my family's needs. But I'm dead set on this house, and she thinks I'm an asshole because she's not seeing it the way I am. ETA, clearing up some confusion on the money aspect of this, I've seen a lot of comments accusing her of not financially contributing, despite me saying she is pulling out of financially helping me, providing I go for this house. She works full-time, overtime, whatever. She owns her own real estate business and is fantastic at what she does. She makes more money than me, almost $30,000 a year to be exact.
She just has bad credit?
Yeah, I guess so, yeah. Which makes sense. I feel like some people...
It's her money, too, so she has a say.
Yeah, she still has a say in it, yeah. So yeah, if she wants to pull out of buying this house and make you pay for all of it, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, because you're kind of the asshole right now.
Yeah.
You went against your wife's wish.
Yeah, so now it's not necessarily we're both buying a house and I'm, quote, totally going to buy this house.
I'm buying a house.
It's now I am buying a house, which makes it near next to impossible for me to buy a house together with my wife, which I would be upset about as the wife.
All right, so we're apartment hunting right now.
Mm-hmm.
We're dead set on 3 bedrooms because we want a studio space for each, or like an office space for both of us.
Mm-hmm.
But I found this apartment complex right next to Universal. Walk there. 2 beds. It's technically they're bigger bedrooms. Smaller apartment altogether, but bigger bedrooms. And we walked to Universal. How about that?
You know, this
too late. I already signed the lease.
This wouldn't work with us because I would deal with it. This would not work. If you said 1 bedroom, I would leave you.
Yeah, okay, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
I'd be like, you go have fun in your 1 bedroom. I'll go pay for a 1 bedroom. You figure out how to pay for that shit. I'm gonna go get and then we'll live apart. Go ahead.
Yeah, and that's forever.
Forever. We'll still date. I'm not giving up on this relationship, but yeah, we're not living together.
That's fair. That's fair then. Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's
just buying
wild.
a house without telling your wife you're gonna buy the house.
I get the logic behind I can just refinish the basement.
But also, it's gonna take time, and also having one of your kids live in a basement doesn't sound great.
Well, if you refinish the basement, it could be really nice.
That's true. I don't know. We were talking with my sister and brother-in-law about how they were looking for a house with basement.
And the basement's always really scary, yeah.
Yeah, and something that they said was like, oh, well, if there's flooding, basement's first one out.
Yeah.
So all I'm thinking is, well, you got to choose which kid you want to flood first.
Well, okay. But anything could happen. I don't know. To me, as a person who's only ever lived in condos and apartments, having a house at all is like... Whoa. So I understand the logic of like, if you get a 3-bedroom house instead of a 4-bedroom, it's $85,000 less dollars. It's less every month. It's probably it's definitely less of a down payment. And also you can probably, if it's been up there long, you can probably get whatever to cover part of the closing costs.
Yeah, and like the thing is, on paper it's a better financial move, but it's not. Is it a better familial move? And the answer is probably not.
Right. And I would understand where he's coming from if it was just the wife being like, ew. You know?
But the kids were excited to have their own rooms.
Yeah, at that point, no, you need to find a 4-bedroom.
You gotta
now.
find a 4-bedroom.
You have to make it work because now the kids are excited.
Exactly. Yeah.
And if you tell them one of you could sleep in the basement, they're gonna fucking scream their little heads off because they're like, I don't want to fucking sleep in the basement.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're not your kids.
Yeah, so you don't really like. Yeah, you
can't just tell them to do whatever you
want.
want.
Even if you're like saying, "Oh, I care for them as if they're my own."
Yeah,
that's not really like that's not a great argument to be like. That's why I'm going to control their life.
If these were different people, the scales might tip in a different way, but they're not, and this is how it is. And you got to realize this is a selfish move. You know what I mean?
Very selfish. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, pretty big asshole.
Yeah.
Fucking just being like, I want this house. It draws me to it.
I could probably live anywhere. And I get that from my dad. My dad pretty much lived everywhere. Didn't give a shit. He lived in Pine Hills in Orlando for a long time.
Hell yeah.
In fucking Rosemont and shit. And I don't really care. So a lot of times with this, I'm like, I don't really get it. I don't understand why people have preferences. But that's because I don't have preferences.
I get that.
So that's my thing. But yeah, I understand. When someone has preferences and you don't, you go with the preferences.
Yeah,
you don't just say, well, let's get whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's just a little weird to be like
when somebody's hungry, when you're both hungry and they ask you, what do you want to eat? And you're like, I could do whatever. And they say, all right, let's get pizza. You don't say, no, I want Chinese food. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, right.
We're getting Chinese food.
I demand it.
Yeah.
Me. I'm the hero of my own story.
If you truly can eat anything, just get the pizza.
Yeah, get the pizza.
Makes everybody happy.
Yeah.
Chill out. Jesus.
But yeah, pretty big asshole.
Pretty big, yeah.
And solved it.